So just because flood insurance isn't required doesn't mean that it's not necessary.
Right. As Matt was just pointing out, we had the wettest August probably on record. And had we had a storm like they had in Texas, maybe 100 or 500-year rain, there would be a lot of people that are not going to be happy because they live in areas that flood insurance is not required.
Yeah.
And we're discovering now in Houston, 85% of the people there don't have flood insurance, so they're getting ready for their second major blow. So I have some advice. Number one, first of all, just because, and we have high risk areas and low risk areas, there's no such thing, Christian, as a no risk area. So just because you happen to be in an area that does not require flood insurance doesn't mean you shouldn't have it.
Right.
And so a lot of people, that's a group of people who are going to be surprised if there's ever a storm and flooding. They're assuming they have it, or because they don't, or it's not required, they don't need it. And based on the cost of insurance, which is relatively inexpensive, around $400 on average, is probably a pretty good thing to consider.
There are also three main myths about insurance. What are those?
Well, number one is denial. They say, well, it will never happen to me. And so just ask the people in Texas about
I'm guilty of that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people at home can relate to it. That will never happen. And then when it does, you want to be prepared.
Yes, and people then think about insurance when maybe a storm is approaching, and then it's too late because the storm gets too close, you can't buy insurance. Number two, they think that basically their insurance policy does cover flood, and I have two words for them: it doesn't. And number three, they think the government's going to take care of them in a major catastrophe. You might get some assistance, however, it won't give you enough money to rebuild. So, I mean, basically, it's very devastating when the house is destroyed by water and you've got hundreds of, or tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage and you have no insurance. That's devastating.
Now, some more things that you should know. What are they?
Well, number one, based on the cost, call your insurance agent, because your local insurance agent can provide federal flood insurance. Don't bother shopping around, because there's no such thing as a blue light special when it comes to flood insurance. Everything is rated. There's kind of one price. So get some advice up front. Number two, renters, if you are renting, get a quote on your contents as well, because you may not be covered if there's flood. And number three, you know, for $400 roughly a year, I think it's a prudent investment, and one should look into that.